Welcome to Voice Studio. Today, I want to talk about someone who understood the secret that most speakers never learn. Not technology, not business, not marketing, voice. That person was Steve Jobs. When people think about Steve Jobs, they usually think about the iPhone, the black turtleneck, the Apple presentations. But very few people study how he spoke. And that's exactly why he became unforgettable. Imagine two people saying the same phrase. Person number one says, today we are introducing a revolutionary new product that will change everything. Fast. No pauses, no anticipation, no emotional build-up. Now imagine Steve Jobs saying it. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. And here it is. Notice what happened? The words are simple. The power comes from the silence. Most people are afraid of pauses. When they become nervous, they speak faster. The brain says, fill the silence. Steve Jobs did the opposite. He used silence as a tool. Every pause created anticipation. The audience leaned forward. They wanted to know what would come next. That is authority. Authority is not loudness. Authority is control. One of the most interesting findings from communication research is that listeners often associate slower, controlled speech with confidence. Why? Because calm people do not rush. People who believe that they have something to say take their time. Steve Jobs understood it intuitively. He rarely sounded hurried, even in front of thousands of people, even when introducing the products that would change the world. Let's look at another technique he used. He emphasized key words, important words. For example, that's most important product Apple has ever created. Notice where your attention goes. Important. Apple. Ever. Created. Jobs often slowed down around those words. He gave them weight. Many speakers make the mistake of emphasizing everything. When everything is important, nothing is important. Steve Jobs selected his moments carefully. Another thing that people noticed was his simplicity. Many executives tried to sound intelligent. Steve Jobs tried to sound clear. He used short sentences, simple language, concrete examples. Because great communication is not about impressing people. It's about helping them understand. The audience should never struggle to follow your message. Think about your own speaking. Maybe you speak during meetings. Maybe you teach. Maybe you lead a team. Maybe you attend job interviews. The lesson is the same. Slow down. Pause before important ideas. Let your words breathe. Give listeners time to absorb what you are saying. You do not need to become Steve Jobs, but you can learn from him. The next time you speak, try this exercise. Choose one sentence. For example, I have an important idea. Instead of rushing, say, I have an important idea. Record yourself, listen back. You will immediately sound calmer, more confident, more authoritative. Steve Jobs understood something that many speakers never discover. People remember information, but they remember delivery even more. The voice carries the message. And when the voice is controlled, the message becomes unforgettable. Thank you for listening to Voice Studio.